Two words for you guys. Bad roommates. So let me vent to you guys a little bit about what this bullshit of a situation I have going on with my roommates. So a little background on today. It is 12:15 in the morning. I just got home working a 9.5-hour shift at the local grocery store. And tomorrow is my first day of college classes. First day of my sophomore year. And I haven't even checked my schedule yet. I don't know what time my classes are. I don't know what my classes are, what they even are tomorrow. I don't know what professors I have. I don't know where they are. I don't know anything. This roommate situation and work has just been consuming my fucking life. So I'm going to vent to you guys. Sorry, change channel now if you don't want to hear it, but here it is. So I am a 19-year-old college student, obviously. I live with 3 other girls in a 4-bedroom duplex. It's a very small duplex. And I was friends with them before I moved in with them, and I really like 2 of them. It's going well with 2 of them, but one of them, her name's Joanna, has just been fucking terrible. It's been a disaster. So she doesn't have a job. I don't know how she affords rent. She pays rent late every single month. I'm surprised our landlord hasn't fucking evicted us by now because she can't get her share of the rent in, which is $510, which is a ridiculously high amount, which is why I work my ass off at the grocery store to be able to pay that. But anyways, that's besides the point. She decided last week or 2 weeks ago that her boyfriend was going to move in. But she decided that she didn't need to ask us. She barely even told us, and she just said one day, "Hey, Max is coming to stay. Don't know how long he'll be here, but it'll only be for a few days." And the next day, moved his shit right in, and there he was. And so all they do is sit on my couch, smoking weed all day long. They spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on weed, but yet they can't even get their rent in. And he's also really fucking rude to us. He always seems to challenge me when I try to tell him rules about the house. Like, for example, we have 3 of the roommates that live here have cars. Our duplex only has 2 parking spots. Therefore, one of us that actually lives here still has to go park a few blocks away on street parking. And so we all made a rule at the beginning of the year that only the people paying rent are allowed to park. Even if there's an open parking spot, only we're allowed to park there, basically. No friends, nothing. They have to go park on the street, which is whatever. And I came home and Max was parked in the driveway, so I asked Joanna, I said, "Hey, will you please let Max know that that's just for us? Like, he can't park there." She said, "Okay, that's fine." And then the next day, he was parked there again. So I go, "Hey, Max, I just want to let you know that parking is just for the people that live here." And he goes, okay, yeah, I get it. Whatever, I won't park there anymore. And then the next day, I worked a 10-hour shift, and I come home, and his car is in my fucking driveway again. Are you fucking kidding me? Do I have to tell you 3 times? So I get out of my car, and I tell him, "Move your fucking car. You're not allowed to park here. I've told you this many times. I'm not going to tell you again, and I will call my landlord on you." Because, by the way, my lease specifically states no guests are allowed to stay for more than 3 nights a month. He's already been here for fucking 2 weeks. So I could call the landlord on him right now, and he'd be fined $400. Or Joanna would be, but that's besides the point. So I tell him to move his car when I come home, and guess what he says? He says no. And his reasoning was that he didn't even really have a reasoning. He just said that I wasn't allowed to tell him where he can and can't park, even though it's my driveway. And so today I came home from work, and I decided that I'm so sick of his attitude because I clean up after him all day long. He just smokes weed all day long. He makes a bunch of food. He doesn't clean up his food. There's dishes fucking piled to the ceiling. The recycling I'm taking out, but it's all of his stuff because I'm never even at home because I'm always working. So I came home from work today, and I go, "Max, how much longer are you planning to stay here?" And he goes, I don't know. I don't really have a new house yet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm letting you know that all the girls in the house, except for Joanna, but that's 3 against 1, have decided that if you want to stay, any longer. You need to start paying $75 a week in rent to us. And that will be starting this Friday, which is in like 3 days. Or you need to be out by Saturday morning, or I'm calling the landlord. And he goes, fine, I'll pay the $75 to Joanna. And I'm like, okay, well, the $75 needs to be contributed to the other girls in the house, me, Abigail, and Anna. And he goes, Justine, I don't get it. I don't see why you want me to pay rent. It doesn't make any sense at all. Blah, blah, blah. This isn't your house. Just basically telling me that it wasn't my place to tell him that he needs to pay rent and that he should be able to live here for free. I don't fucking know why he thinks that. I don't know if everything's right in his head. Like, he's just the most disrespectful person I've ever met. So I'm just completely, like, had it up to here with them. And if in 2 days he's still in my house and I don't have $75 contributed to rent, I will be calling my landlord, and Joanna will be fined $400 and most likely evicted since she can't pay her rent on time. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, that's my little venting roomie sesh at 12:30 in the morning when I have class in the morning. I don't even know what time, so I should probably go check that out. But thanks for listening, I guess.